Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 26 by Minnesota Twins Rebuild here on Out of the Park Baseball 27. Doing that intro always reminds me of way back in the day when I played and or streamed a lot of the original Modern Warfare 2. Like my most common intro was "Hello everyone, we're back for Team Deathmatch on Skid Row." It always seemed to be TDM on that godforsaken city block map. Shout out to Modern Warfare 2, the original. What a time. What a game. All right, so where we left off, we had just begun the month of May in year 3 of the rebuild, and overall, we were looking okay. I think April wasn't great. We lost, I think at one point, yeah, 3 out of 4 series. Or I guess 4 out of 5 because we also lost the A series. Swept the White Sox, and then taken 2 out of 3 from the Rangers, the Pirates, and then 3 out of 4 from the Yankees. Really helped stabilize things. But then we lost the Ray series, and then at the end of last episode, we lost to the Orioles in extra innings. I played through 3 series off stream against the Astros, White Sox, and Royals. You can see the results here. Overall, pretty happy. 2 out of 3s. Splitting against the White Sox is a bit awkward. At the moment, they're 18 and 23, not doing too hot. The Royals are actually doing worse. But, that is what it is. So, plan of attack for today, we're just going to play some games. Last handful of videos have been about like an hour and 45, under 2 hours. This one, I think we're going to go a bit longer, time permitting. Try to get into some June games because, oh boy, the AL East is knocking and I'm terrified. Where things currently stand, we're 23 and 19, atop the division by half a game, hilariously. And I think I am happy with how our pitching staff has been doing. Zebby Matthews, I think, is still my biggest concern in that it seems like once every 5-6 starts he will get blown up for 6 runs. That's a bit terrifying. I've been really happy with John Klein. He was a prospect for us. We gave him the 5th starting job. So far, he's done really well. 8 starts, 40 innings. So 5 innings a start. That's what we want. 3.8 ERA, 117 whip. Shout out to Master Chief. He is averaging 10.7 Ks per nine. That is mainly because in the Orioles game that was one of the last ones we did, he had 11 Ks in 5.2 innings. BABIP at 317 is a little high. He's already worth 1 WAR, which is awesome. Some of the percentiles are scary. Let's be frank here. He's in the 4th percentile for hard hit percentage, 7th for exit velocity. In other words, when he gets hit pretty hard. Fastball velo is down, but that's fine. That's like he has 3 other above average pitches. I'm not concerned about that. As long as walks are low, Ks are up, I'm a happy man. And I think at the moment we're gonna just give him a lot of opportunities this season because odds are, Framber Valdez probably not coming back next season. While I would like to keep him for obvious reasons, 38 million is just too expensive, especially with our owner and his penny pinching ways. Bullpen, I am quite happy with. I think there's been some handful of injuries here and there. Cole Sands went down for a little bit. Connor Priup had to get called up, but overall, pretty happy with the bullpen. I think my main area of concern is Ryan Walker, who we signed on a free agent contract, and so far, 13 innings, he has gotten crushed. 5.5 ERA, 146 WHIP, 263 BABIP. So there is a level of unluckiness here. However, his percentiles are grim. So we're going to need him to get it together soon. And, he's worth 50 overall in potential. Could be a guy we move in a trade if we decide that we're just done with all of that. For those curious, Makiko Watanabe, even though he missed the start of the season with an injury, he is at 10 saves at the moment. So on pace to get about 40? That'll play. Um, he's been doing really well so far. Happy with that. If you look at the pitching leaders for this season in terms of saves, he is not even on the list, though, because David Bednar is crushing it for the Dodgers. So, really quick on the lineup. If you've been watching the episodes this season, you will know that both Byron Buxton and Matt Wallner have sucked. Wallner, I think, has started to get it together. Um, this week, he's had a 318 on base, which for him is fine. 591 slugging, though. He has a pair of home runs. Done very, very well this week. I think not playing him in right field as much is definitely the call. He has 38 starts, only 6 of them he was in right field for. So I think him as DH is a good move. Byron Buxton, there is no easy way to say this. He is the worst hitter in baseball right now. He is worth -1 WAR. His fielding value has tanked. His range is at a 2, zone rating of -2.1. Which is a complete flip from seasons prior. And, you know, I'm not going to trade Byron Buxton. I think, one, that's a little unrealistic for something the Twins to do. However, like any discussion about extending him is pretty much gone. Besides the fact that he wants 6 years, $120 million, like, he's worth -1 WAR. His OPS plus is in 18. I can't do anything with that. However, as we established in year one, if he's not the cleanup hitter, he will be upset. So he's going to bat fourth, even if the wheels are kind of falling off. Special shout out to Walker Jenkins, who is immaculate. 405 on base, almost 500 slugging. Tremendous from him so far this year. Negative zone rating in left, which is kind of annoying. He had a 9.3 zone rating last year, so that is something to keep an eye on. But really happy with him so far this season. Zach McKinstry, who we signed to a minor league contract, is now our utility infielder. So far, he's done fine. 333 on base. He's not going to hit a lot of home runs or doubles, but could maybe get us some ABs here or there. But that is where we currently stand. So without further ado, let us face off against our arch nemesis of this series, the Seattle Mariners. In game one, we're rolling out Taj Bradley. They're rolling out Bryan Woo. And I am slightly terrified. But let's rock and roll. Taj Bradley is hot. A nice ERA of 2.66 in 8 starts thus far. Yeah. For a second, I was like, is it 8 or is it 6? And it is indeed 8. Mariners are blanked. Come on, Walker. Take a walk. He did not. Unfortunately for all of us, he did not. All right. Luke Keeschel for a swing and a miss from the first baseman. And Matt Wallner hits it back to the pitcher. I don't think a guy with 40 speed is going to beat that one out. Michael Arroyo's on base for Ramon Laureano, who strikes out swinging. Very nice. All right, Byron. Come on, buddy. Nope, struck out. Yeah. I think, you know, he's not unbenchable, but we don't really have a great backup center field option. I think Erod is the best we've got. And then in Double A, we have Trey Broussard, who we're kind of planning on being our long-term center fielder. So there is a world where we platoon them. You know, if Erod gets like every third game at center, I wouldn't hate that development. But I would much prefer we just give Byron the reps and let him hit it. All right, so I'm not going to send Royce Lewis. Again, it said the ball is shallow. He picked that up like halfway between this point and the wall. You're telling me that's shallow? I'm not going to question it. Chase Mydroth is up with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Pops it up, right field. Laureano brings it in. Down we go. And now Taylor Walls and Nick Fortes are aboard. All right, he gets Austin Owen to pop up. Very good. Thank you, Culpepper. Cole Emerson is hit. Ouch. That was one thing that happened off stream. Luke Keeschel got hit in the head by a pitch and had to miss 3 games due to it wasn't even a concussion. They called it like precautionary head injury. Like, just call it a concussion at that point. As Josh Naylor brings one in. This could be trouble. Arroyo hits it up to right. Gabe is there. That is definitely going to score Fortes, though. Julio hits it up to left. Can Walker get it? Yes, he can. All right. Bases loaded, no outs. You score 2. I think the offense is probably happier with that than the defensive side of things. And a solo shot from Matt Wallner. His hot week continues. He has 3 home runs in as many games. And Buxton gets it down off the wall. Easy double. That was a very odd cutoff man relay. But I'm not going to question it. Let's see if Adley can bring him home. He hits it into center. Caught by Julio. All right, we go to the 4th. And the sun is out. The rain is gone. 2 Mariners are aboard for Nick Fortes. Swing and a miss. Can he get Austin Overn? It's a Culpepper, easiest grounder of his life. All right. Taj Bradley's pitch count is getting up there, which isn't great because we don't have an off day for a little bit. Not getting much offensively today. And Culpepper grounds out. All right. I'm going to get Mick Abel warming up, but hopefully Taj can get me 3 quick outs. 3 pitch strikeout on Emerson. That's what we like. Josh Naylor with the chopper beats it out without a throw. I think Arroyo is going to be the last batter. Hits it up to right, and Gabe brings it down. Do I want him to face Julio for a 3rd time? Sure, why not? Let's be bold. Let's be brave. No dice. Julio hits it into center. That'll move Naylor to 3rd. Nah. All right. That'll be it for Taj. We'll go to Mick Abel. Try to get the out here, Brendan Donovan. And he cannot. Line drive into right. Ooh, Gabe did not get that. I need to look at Gabe's range. Is it a 55? It's a 50. Oh, brother. Laureano lines out to end that. Little awkward. Taj Bradley's line looks a lot worse now, but so be it. 2 men on, 2 outs. Josh Naylor hits it up the middle. Culpepper's there. Gets the out. All right. I'd like Mick to go long this game. There we go. Buxton gets it down in center. Hey, if he could start hitting the ball, I will be a very happy man. but for the first month and a half in the season, he has been horrendous. Rushman, that's going to be caught and not deep enough to move Byron, if I do say so myself. Royce Lewis. Everyone just wants to fly out to Laureano today. Mariners have a really good defense. Like, their lowest rating is Naylor at first and Arroyo at third. They're 50s. And Gabe pops it up. Runner on second, no outs. We cannot score him. All right, we're going to get Cole Sands ready to rock. In an ideal world, McAble gets me 2 outs. And then Cole Sands can maybe get me the rest of the game, but I think that's a bit ambitious. Donovan hits it into right. Gabe's there, no issue. Great work from McAble today. Happy with that. Not happy with our offense, let me tell you. All right, we're going to go Cole Sands for the 8th. Clean inning of work. He only needed 10 pitches, so I'm going to bring him out for the 9th, unless we decide we want to score 2-3 runs, which would be lovely as Keishel gets aboard off of the error. I'm not going to run him till after Wallner's AB. And he walked him anyway. All right. Here we go. Buxton, 2 men on, swinging him. Man. All right. Rushman grounds it to second, and they get the double play. Yeah, that pretty much sums up today, doesn't it? I'm going to get Ryan Walker warming up in case there's trouble. Colt Emerson on second. Naylor flies out to left. Cole Sands is on 25 pitches. I'll let him face Arroyo, but if he doesn't get him, I'm pulling him. And he walked him. All right, that's it for Cole Sands. I'm bringing Ryan Walker in to face Julio. Hits it to third. Got him. All right. Might seem silly to use another reliever for 1 out, but better chance of keeping it a 2-run deficit. I got Royce Lewis and Gabe Gonzalez up. Still a winnable game. Royce immediately strikes out, as does Gabe. We're going to pinch hit for Culpepper. Trey Morgan is going to get the bat. And he goes down looking. Yeah. I mean, we had 6 hits, only 2 walks. We had a couple of opportunities there to score runs. Couldn't do it. I think Rushman in particular going 0 for 4, leaving 4 men on. Not great. Taj Bradley got hit a bit. Really good from the bullpen. I mean, that's what, 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 3 Ks. Happy with that. All right. Game 2. We shall sim. Oh, personal message. Oh, boy. Zebby is suspended. Oh, God. He got suspended in the first inning. You know what? Credit for Festa. Funderburk. They made Funderburk go tune. Funderburk really has pitched so much more in terms of innings that I wanted to. Look at his percentiles. And yet, the man has a 3.68 ERA, 1.14 whip, and 250 BABIP. He is just junk balling his way to success. But yeah, not great. I thought we didn't have an off day after the Mariners series. I thought it was after the Guardians one. Well, Zebby being suspended is a bit awkward. We're obviously going to put him on the restricted list. And who wants to get the spot start? Sproat? I think Sproat is probably the answer. How's Jose Davila doing in AAA or AA? He's crushing it. Good man. I think we're going to give Sproat the call up give him the spot start. See how he does. Arroyo got 3 games. Zebby got 6. Yeah. I mean, that's usually going to happen because you're never going to give a starter less than 5 game suspension because then they don't miss a game. They don't miss a start, I should say. All right. Well, that was depressing. Let's see if we can salvage a series here. We're going to go John Klein instead of Sproat. Oh boy, everybody's tired. All right. Mydroth, Royce Lewis, and Gabe Gonzalez. So, yeah, we're just going to go Erod in right. Luke Keeschel moves over to second. Trey Morgan takes first. Zach McKinstry at third. Rushman's at 99%. He got the day off yesterday. I'm going to move Culpepper down to 9 so that I have my string of lefties here. All right, let's rock and roll. John Klein on the mound. Having some good starts recently. Let's keep it going. Nope, runners at the quarters. I'm not worried. And he's given up 4 runs. Fair enough. Fair enough. Man, oh man. Well, bases loaded. Taylor Walls hits it into left. Walker's there. Caught it foul. Thank heavens. Thank heavens. Well, we're down 4-0 early, but Keeschel and Wallner are aboard for Buxton. Anything can happen. Hits it into right. It's going to be caught. Oh, no, off his glove. Oh, no. Not like this. Well, we scored 2 off the error. Rushman hits it into right. Very good, sir. Buxton scores. We cut it down to 1. Erod is up. Swing and a miss. Trey Morgan flies out to center. All right. Well, good news is we scored 3. Bad news is John Klein's at 36 pitches. And 2 men on, 1 out for Julio. Ooh. Jurickson Profar. Oh, he hits it into left. Is he? I don't think he's suspended in year 1 in this universe. Oh, no, he was. He was. Fair enough. Come on, John. For a second, I thought that thing was going to leave the stadium. All right, they get another run. Let's see if we can match. McKinstry checked swing. Down he goes. Culpepper grounds out to the pitcher. All right, we're getting further and further away, which means Walker is going to ground out to the shortstop. Or he's going to be hit. Fair enough. Let's run on Cal Raleigh. Very good. Keeschel hits it up, but that's going to be grabbed. I don't love the Trey Morgan and Luke Keeschel right side of the infield combo, but I think I'm trying to get Trey Morgan in the lineup more since he lost the DH spot. And Keeschel isn't like terrible at second. He's not good, but he's not, terrible. Come on, John, get me the third. I believe in you. All right, he gets nailed. Oh, Erod. Dude, your range ain't that bad. Or is it? No, his range is a 65. Well, this is the current state of my bullpen. So Here we are. All right, he walked Cal Raleigh. When he strikes out Julio. All right, well, that start was grim. We're all just going to, ignore it, wipe it from the memory, as it were. I'll let him face Profar just because. Let's get another out. Thank you. All right, we're going to go Mason now. 9 hits, 7 runs, 3 walks in 3 and a third. Grim. All right, Erod with a leadoff double. Let's bring him home. Morgan hits it into right. Ah, by Montez. McKinstry hits it into right. That's off the high wall. For a second, I thought that was going to be a home run on the extension. He's going for a triple. He's a brave man. Safe. Remember when we played Tyler Freeman as our utility infielder? What a terrible decision. I had Zach McKinstry wasting away in AAA. Ooh, they hit Culpepper. I mean, he's definitely stealing. Come on. Yeah, unfortunately, we can run rabbit on Kyle Raleigh. Walker hits it into center. That's deep enough to move McKinstry. I'm a little surprised Culpepper didn't go for third there, but he's still in scoring position. Bit of a risk. Keishel lines out to right. Well, hope you bet the over on this game, folks. Mason, I'm going to have a moment of honesty with you, dude. I need you to get me this inning. I do not have the arms. Naylor gets it down in front of Erod. Man, our pitching staff is just not having a good day. This is also why the Mariners are our sworn nemesis. We beat them in year one in the playoffs. We lose in year two. I'm going to let him face Profar, and then that's it. Oh, boy. Goes under Trey Morgan. Bases are loaded for Lazaro Montez. Cole Sands is in to not depress me. Ooh, struck him out looking. We're okay. Anything for us in the fifth? Nope. Nothing for him in the sixth. Cole Sands is dead tired to the world. So that'll be it for him. We're going to get Ryan Walker going. He's a guy that might not be able to get me 2 innings, but we're going to try. Good man. What's his pitch count at? 28. Okay, yeah, he's dead. Actually, I'm going to burn Sproat because I can still get through the rotation pitch-wise anyway. So, yeah, we're going to have Sproat take the 9th. All right, Buxton gets aboard. We're going for the steal. Gets there easily. Okay, here we go. Rushman hits it into left. Hot. Erod, 2 hits today. That's where he's going to remain as he grounds out. Buxton moves to third. Come on, Trey. There we go. He hits it into center. Buxton scores. We cut the lead to 2. McKinstry up as they turn to Will Vest. And they walked him. I am going to pinch hit for Culpepper. I know he's tired, but I'm going to give Royce Lewis the bat. Hits it into right. That's down at the corner. Run, you fools. Fly. Both men score. Tie ball game. Let's go. Pinch hitting masterclass from yours truly. It's still going to be Sproat for the ninth. This changes nothing as Walker Jenkins grounds out. But beautiful from Royce Lewis pinch hitting. So McKinstry's going to go to short. Royce Lewis takes over at third. Brandon Sproat, you are my new relief pitcher for the ninth inning. And he works it clean. How many pitches? 10. All right. Now, extra innings would kind of kill us. So, because we don't have a bullpen. I thought that was gone. That thing was hit at 1,000 miles an hour, going straight up, and it just died. All right, Matt Wallner. Swing and a miss. Byron Buxton, the last out. Down he goes. We go to extra innings. Brandon Sproat is going to be our guy. I have no one else. So here we are. As Josh Naylor pops it up. Cal Raleigh gets it down and right. That's going to score the Ghost Runner pretty easily. Good throw, though. All right. Mariners take the lead. Julio hits it to third, second for one, first for two. All right. I think with the Ghost Runner, you expect the Ghost Runner to score. So now we just need to get 2 men across. Rushman strikes out looking. Erod. Wild pitch, moves Buxton to third. Very good. Come on, Erod. Swing and a miss. Trey Morgan, our last out to do or die. And he hits it to short. The throw in time. We lose 9-8 in extras. Very disappointing. Sproat takes the loss, which is unfortunate. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they deserve to win that game. Like, they left 26 men on. Julio himself left 8. Not great for them. Royce Lewis, pinch hit, 2-run knock. Come on. That'll do. Yeah, so now essentially we won't lose Sproat because it'll come around in his start again. So that's fine. I'm glad we were able to save my bullpen a little bit. So thanks, Brandon. But not a good series. I mean, we got swept by our arch nemesis. Now we're back to essentially 500. All right. We are going to play game 1 against the Cardinals. Culpepper is cold. I'm going to give him the day off. Meidroth is going to go to short. I'm going to have Zach McKinstry take second. He had the triple last game. Let's see what he's got going today. Rather than play Trey Morgan again and have a worse defensive infield. Oh, boy. Fromber, I believe in you. I shouldn't have. Cardinals up 2-0, but Luke Keishel's on second. Matt Wallner gets it down. Good man. Good man. 2-1. Byron hits it into left. That is off the wall. Wallner scores. We're cooking. Who knew that when we won 2, we're a really good baseball team? And Rushman gets it through. I am not going to run with only 1 out. Royce Lewis up. He struck out. Gabe Gonzalez into left. That's down. See, he scored anyway. Very good. Gabe Gonzalez with the RBI. Meidroth pops it up. Down we go. Well, another high-scoring game. We seem to love those. Fromber needed 40 pitches to get out of the first inning. Oh, brother. Fromber, buddy. Fromber. Good man. Yeah, I mean, Fromber's going to get me nothing today. He's at 88 pitches. Oh, boy. Let's see if we can just get like 2 quick outs. Like, even with the. Oh, no. Ooh, okay. If Mydroth goes to IL, we're in big trouble. Because we run low on infield options at that point. Let's see if we can get Walker. And he does. All right. Good from Fromber to at least get me an extra inning, but that was grim. I hit the wrong button there. That's on me. Who else would it be on? All right, Festa, I need 2 innings. David. Good man. He gets Canzone. And Baker bops it up. I think if Festa gets me the 5th and the 6th, then we should be okay bullpen wise. All right, Keishel and Wallner are aboard. Byron Buxton lines out to right. Rushman with a laser, an absolute laser in left. We're not running. Bases loaded. Royce Lewis up. Come on. And he hits it to third. Easy fielder's choice to get the runner at home. Gabe hits it back up the middle, though. That'll score at least 1. The throw, not in time. They do get Royce Lewis going for third, though, which is very annoying. David gets me the 6th. Yeah, he's at 30 pitches. He's done. We're going to go Funderburk for the 7th, Keckering for the 8th, Watanabe for the 9th, as Jenkins and Keishel are aboard. And Wallner is hit. Bases loaded. Byron Buxton. Struck out swinging. Cue the sad trombones. We turn to Funderburk for the 7th. Clean inning of work. Very good, sirs. Gabe Gonzalez gets it down. Well done. That'll score Royce. I think if it's no longer a save situation, then I'm just going to leave Funderburk in for the 8th, and then just him and Keckering can combine to get me those 6 outs. McKinstry, though, pops it up to ruin that dream immediately. All right, we're going to turn over to Keckering for the 8th. Clean inning of work. But Walker Jenkins is on second. Keishel hits it into center. Bye-bye save situation. Never mind. Jenkins held up at third like a coward. Wallner walks. Once again, the bases are loaded for Byron Buxton, and once again, he strikes out. Rushman hits it to short. The throw home, not on time in the animation, but it looks like they said they got him. I object. Wild pitch scores the run anyway. Very good. How many pitches was Keckering on? 15. I think I'm going to see if Keckering can just get me the 9th then. Royce gets it down in center. That'll score 1 more, which helps. Gabe is 4 for 4 today. Hits it into right and caught. He was denied the 5 for 5. Oh, boy. All right. Solo shot from Baez. We're just going to go to Watanabe. Good man. All right. Little awkward there at the end, but we got it done. Fromber only going 4 innings is very grim. but I mean, very good work offensively. Happy with that. And good to get a win. I missed that feeling. All right, let's play game two. I'm going to give Buxton the day off. We're going to go Erod in center. I don't want Gabe to get the day off because he is white hot right now. So Wallner's going to DH. Sorry, Trey. Actually, yeah, I mean, Luke Keeschel is also hot. Our starting offense is doing pretty good right now, so I don't really want to mess with anything. Good God, Chase Mydroff. He's really been struggling offensively. I haven't been clued into him that much, but my God, he's not striking. He's walking a bunch, but he's just incapable of hitting the baseball right now, which is rough. All right, Joe Ryan. Listen, buddy, my bullpen, I got like four guys in an iffy fit closer. I need 6 innings, buddy. Joe, good man. There we go. Gabe Gonzalez, RBI double, and Culpepper immediately strikes out. Fair enough. Nothing for us in the third. Weatherholt leadoff double. While pitch moves him to third. All right. All right, Joe. We're going to need 2 Ks and a ground out, please. That happening in the opposite order does not help me. All right. Cardinals tied up. 1-all. Jordan Walker goes down swinging. I'm not worried about the rest. Nothing for him in the fifth. Gabe is aboard. Look at Gabe Gonzalez, folks. Like he was struggling a bit, but since this hot streak, slugging's up to 415, OPS at 755. I like it. Defensively, he's not very good. So that is something we're going to have to figure out as Mydroth hits it into center for the out. What I might honestly just do is when Wallner eventually leaves, Gabe can take DH. Clean 6th from Joe Ryan. He's only at 71 pitches. We're bringing him back out there. Ooh. Keeschel and Wallner are aboard. Erod pops it up. Man, that helps me none. All right, Adley Rushman hits it softly to second. Not great from him. All right, I'm going to get Mason Montgomery warming up. He gets Jordan Walker to pop up, but that was a full count, so his pitch count is now getting close to 80, which is the danger zone for him. Dominic hits it to second. Mydroth is there. All right. Lenin Sosa, what do you got for me? Oh, boy, he hits it deep to right. Caught in foul territory. All right. Let's see. Do we score any runs? Ooh, Royce Lewis with a triple. We better score. Gabe hits it to third. Smart decision by Royce not to run there. Culpepper hits it to short. No throw. Run scores. Okay, in that case, we're going to get Ryan Walker warming up instead of Montgomery as Mydroth hits it deep to left and gone. His first home run of the season came in at a good time for him. Very good, sir. 4-1 ball game. Because if I can get out of this using Ryan Walker for the eighth and then Watanabe for the ninth, very happy with that. So thank you, Joe Ryan. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 7 Ks. Clean eighth. I'll get Watanabe warming up and then also Mason in case it's no longer a save situation. Oh, for 4 day from Erod. Rushman strikes out. All right. Montgomery can sit down. Watanabe for the 3-run save. Victor Scott grounds out to Dull. I spoke too soon. They give the error there to Royce Lewis for those curious. Weatherholt flies out. I mean, we can trade outs for runs at this point. Burleson strikes out. Very good. Jordan Walker. Don't walk him. Swing and a miss. All right, we take game 2, 4-1. Offensively, we weren't great. Only 7 hits, 1 walk. Obviously, the triple and then home run in the 7th. Very good. Joe Ryan, immaculate. Watanabe gets his 11th save. All right, we're going to sim the finale of the series with Taj Bradley on the mound. Hey, and we win it 10-0. Goodness gracious. Culpepper with a triple, Rushman, Keishel, Buxton with home runs. Wow. Taj Bradley goes 6 2/3, Mick Abel 2 1/3. Folks, I think we have found our long reliever in Mick Abel. The fact that he won starting pitcher money in arbitration is annoying, but I mean, come on. He's been doing great for us in that long relief role. Taj Bradley going 6 2/3. He pitched 104. His pitch count on occasion can get really, really up there. He might be a guy we try to get a contract extension done with. Let's actually look at that really quick. So we have $20.5 million for contract extensions. Taj Bradley has 1 more year of ARB left. Holy moly. He wants 6 years. So 6 is a bit much. Is it? Now that I think about it, he was projected to get 10 in ARB. I'll take away the. Actually, I lied. Let's do that player option. Let's see if we can't get this deal done. Let's try 9 million even next season, which would be his last ARB. And then free agency, I think we're going to overpay initially. And then keep it 20, keep it 20, drop it to 18, drop it 15, drop it to 12. 20 might be a bit much. Let's go to 18. So it was what? Let's see. 20 might be a bit much. Let's drop that to 8. 2 million buyout. So we saved 2 million in ARB, 2018, 17, 15. What say you? All right, let's submit it. Because, I mean, Taj Bradley has been really, really good for us. The only issue we had was in year one when he had the strained oblique and missed effectively the rest of the season. Other than that, he's been pretty good. I think he's gotten his whip down, which is nice. Ks are up. Happy with that. And, Fromber is coming off the books probably after this season. Joe Ryan has either one or two more seasons left with us after this, but he's not getting paid that much money. Zebi, I think, has also been a little inconsistent to where I don't think I want to get him a contract extension yet. So locking Taj down is the move. Leo Bernal being in AAA just hurts. I think there is a legitimate world where if we are out of the playoffs, like we might move Adley Rushman. But I mean, the man has been worth 2.2 WAR. He has a 915 OPS for crying out loud. Look at his numbers, people. My God. All right. Let us play game one against the Guardian series. Brendan Sproat on the mound. Ryan Campos is going to get the day at catcher. Do I want to make any subs? I think I'm going to give Walker Jenkins the day off. And do I want Erod out there again? Not really. I'm going to have Gabe Gonzalez go to left, Matt Wallner in right. Culpepper will lead off. Trey Morgan, DH, bats seventh. Yeah, I mean, Mydroth hasn't done well batting anywhere I put him. I'll keep him at 9 then to see if that can work. All right, Brendan Sproat making his season debut as a starter. There we go. Solo shot, Luke Keeschel. Very good. I mean, I like him, but unfortunately, in this save, he just didn't develop that well. The Brewers not playing him much and then cutting him does not help. But here we are. Very nice. Jose Ramirez leading off. Biblical scenes. Royce Lewis, solo shot. Trey Morgan with a chopper. There we go. Campos walks. Mydroth. Down he goes. Uh-oh. Jose's on second. Stephen Kwan hits it into left. Good man. What's happening here? Ah. Sorry about that. I looked over at OBS and the amount of things that were yelling at me. Solo shot for Buxton. Look at him. Look at the hole he has to climb himself out of. Like offensively. It's going to take him even if he hits really well, like a month and a half to get his numbers back. As Trey Morgan RBI double. Campos hits it into right. That's down. I think, unfortunately, we have a too many catchers problem. We have Rushman, Campos in major leagues. AAA, we have Eduardo Tait and Bernal. AA, we have Ronald Hernandez. We have too many catchers. And Rushman is always going to be the starter as long as we're in playoff contention and he's doing well. So that's just, unfortunately, kind of the world we're at. Manzardo gets it down and right. I could always just release Campos and send him back to the Cardinals if, we decide that giving Bernal reps is more important, which it could be because Campos, the reason he's here is for his bat. Defensively, he's not very good. Whereas Bernal is, Eduardo Taid is pretty good. Problem with Eduardo is he's just not developing well. All right, Guardians get one back. I'm not worried. See, clean fifth from Brandon. All right, I'm going to get. Actually, with Mick Abel at 29, I'm not going to use Festa. Oh, they got a second run off of him. Can he get DeLauder? Nope, walked him. All right, that's it for Brandon. We're going to go Mason Montgomery here. Pretty good start from him. I think if DeLauder scores, Brandon's stat line will look worse. It might look worse. Runners at the corners for Jake Bauers. Hits it into center. DeLauder scores. All right. So Brendan's stat line no longer looks good. And now we're in danger of losing our lead. Rocchio hits it back to Montgomery. The throw in time. All right. They cut our lead to 1. Come on, Campos. Lift it up. No dice. Culpepper 0 for 4. Oh, boy. I'm going to give Mason. Actually, no. I'm not going to give Mason the inning. I know he's only on 10 pitches, but he looked kind of terrifying. So we're going to go Cole Sands. Oh, that's what I get. Jose's on second. Stephen Kwan hits it into left. That's what I get. All right, runners at the corners. Jonathan Rodriguez strikes out looking. That's massive. Manzardo, don't walk him. He did. You wonder why you're not playing as much, Cole. There we go. He gets the louder. That was slightly terrifying. We're gonna go Funderburk for the 8th. Ooh. Keishel and Matt Wallner are aboard for Buxton. Come on, Gabe. I wouldn't hate a walk here. Hits it into center. That's down. As Chase DeLauder just gave up going for it. So now it's 5-3. Let me sit Funderburk down so he doesn't get tired. And Royce Lewis strikes out looking. Trey Morgan, 2 hits already today, and that's all we're going to get. All right. Yeah, so we're going to go Funderburk for the 8th. And then, yeah, he only needed 10 pitches. So if we can make this a non-save situation, he's going to get the 9th. If not, then Keckering will be there for the save. I'll get him warming up. Mydroth gets it down and left. We have a runner. We have life. Culpepper He's 0 for 4 today. And he gets the hit down in center. Very good, sir. Meidroth goes to third. Bad throw there by the outfielder because it meant Culpepper can go to second. Keisha walks. Bases loaded. Matt Wallner. Swing and a miss. Byron Buxton hits it to short. Fielder's choice. Bases loaded, 1 out. We had Matt Wallner, Byron Buxton up. They strand them all. Very tough. All right, Keckering is on. And Fairchild and Jose Ramirez are aboard. I'm not scared. Stephen Kwan strikes out. CJ Kafus walks. Manzardo also walks. I mean, dude, either you get out of it or you don't. Hits it to second. They go home for 1. Back to first, not in time. Oh boy. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. The stuff you dream of as a kid. Ralphie Velasquez hits it to first. Luke is there. The relay in time. They strand the bases loaded with no outs. Ooh. Ooh, that was terrifying, but we got the win 5-4. Wow. Or my mistake. They did end up scoring 1 run. That was close. Yeah, our bullpen looked very shaky. Montgomery allowed 2 hits. Same with Sands. Keckering obviously allowed 2, walked 2, and gave up a run. A little nerve-wracking there. But hey, we got the win. And that's what matters, really. All right, we're going to sim both games 2 and 3 of the series. Oh! We lose game 1, 0-3. John Klein got hit around again. David Festa, the AI, pitched 3 1/3. He did all right. All right, so Zebby is eligible to come off the restricted list. So Brendan Sproat back down to AAA. Zebby can make his triumphant return. All right, let's advance the day really quick. I want Fromber to pitch, please, and we're going to sim game 2. Oh, not only do we lose 0-1. Oh, God. Fromber got dead arm, 1 out into the game. Mick Abel, 2 2/3, clean. Funderburk was in for 1 out. Did he get hurt? Yes, he did. Torn fingernail. Montgomery, 2 innings, clean. Cole Sands, 1 2/3, clean. Keckering, clean. And then Ryan Walker gave up the solo shot in the bottom of the 9th to Chase DeLauder. Nice. Okay, so Valdez has dead arm. That is an IL stint, without question. I don't care that it's 1 week. We're not messing with that. Hey, Brandon, you know how I just sent you down, or do we go Luis? It might be time for Luis. Because realistically, I don't know if like Brandon is really going to be able to get me much in way of future starts. He did do pretty okay, though. Luis, I don't think, is ready. Yeah. Hey, Brandon, welcome back. Oh, boy. All right, now Zebby is going to get the start. There's going to be a little out of order here. Let me fix this. Order really quick. Joe Ryan, Taj. Cool. All right, that's fixed. I guess Joe Ryan is ready. Nah, I'll just give Zebby the start now. All right, let's rock and roll because that way Joe Ryan can get the Braves. And I don't know about y'all. I do not want Zebby Matthews within 2 feet of the Braves. That just sounds terrifying. Or I guess it would be 9 feet. That's the base paths. The mound is like 60 feet. Tried to make the joke and it failed. It failed. I didn't even look at the hitting stats for that 0-1 game, but I imagine it was quite pressing. All right, but let's see if we can salvage the series. Rushman's tired, so we go to Campos. He's also 0 for 8 with 5 Ks, so, fair play. Gabe is hot. I'm going to give Wallner the day off. Gabe will bat third, Royce 5. Whoops. Royce 5, Culpepper 6. Trey Morgan will come in and bat 7th. All right, let's rock. I got a pretty tired bullpen here, so Zebby, I need you to go to distance. And he gave up a home run to Stephen Kwan. And he gave up a home run to Chase DeLauder. Nice. Oh, boy. All right, Luke's on third for Gabe. Swing and a miss. Nothing doing there. And another solo shot for Stephen Kwan. Have yourself a day, sir. 2 men on. Oh, boy. I mean, I don't have the bullpen. Zardo took him deep. Like, Zebby. I mean, I don't have the bullpen. Like, Thunder Burke is my highest fit guy, but he also has a moderate throwing injury. So, unfortunately for us, Zebby's just going to have to get the outs. My God, they're up to 8. Oh yeah, this series is cursed. We lose 0-1 on a bullpen day. Essentially, Fromber goes down with an injury, and now it's just doom and gloom as Gabe swings on the 3-0 pitch and hits a grand slam to center. 426 feet, folks. Gabe Gonzalez has arrived. And Buxton gets it down. We're not done here. Not by a long shot. I'm not going to run on Bo Naylor. Wild pitch. I got the base anyway. See, it all worked out in the end. Royce Lewis gets it down and left, and that'll score Byron. We cut the lead to 3. And Culpepper hits it. Let's go. Let's keep the party going, folks. Runners at the corners. I am going to have Culpepper go for the steal because he's got the easy, light work. Come on, Trey. Hits it up into right. Caught. Man, that would have scored both of them if it gets down. All right, Zebby, dude. I believe in you. I should not have. There we go. He gets Gabriel. Kafis pops it up to center. These are quick outs too, which is very helpful. Rocchio hits it to third. Royce gets him. All right. Zebby gave me 5 innings. Realistically, that's what I could ask for. I'm going to have to pitch Thunder Burke with his fingernail injury. but that's just kind of where we're at in life right now. As Walker Jenkins hits into the most depressing double play any of us have ever seen, and Luke Keeschel grounds out to end that. Runners on first and second, no outs, and we can't score him. Ain't that depressing? All right, Cody, all I need is one inning, buddy. Good man. All I need. All I need. Because since we're the top of the order, if we lose, obviously, in the ninth, we don't have to pitch, which will potentially save us an arm. Royce Lewis gets it down in center, though. Gabe is going to 3. He's a bold man. Makes it in safely. Here's Culpepper. Come on, walk him. Walk him, I dare you. And they did. Bases are loaded. Trey Morgan strikes out looking. Maybe I should have pinch hit Matt Wallner there, but shrug. Campos pops it up. We've had opportunities to score the runs. We just failed depressingly. All right, that's all I want from Cody, especially with the fingernail injury. And Ryan gives up a solo shot to DeLauder. Fair enough. He's on 10 pitches, though, so I think if we're losing still in the bottom of the 8th, I'm just going to have him pitch. At least start the inning. Because that'll save me Watanabe. Or, actually, no, I lied. I'm just going to go right to Watanabe. Because that way, Ryan Walker doesn't use as many pitches. And he'll be relatively fine. So we're just going to go Watanabe, non-save situation. Let's see if we can score 4 runs to tie. Gabe strikes out swinging. Buxton hits it deep into right. That's down at the corner. So we have a man in scoring position for Royce Lewis, who walked. Yeah, I'm going to let Culpepper hit. Let's go. You want to be the shortstop on this team? Walked him again. Now I'm going to pinch hit. We're going to give Matt Wallner the bat. Grand slam ties the ball game. Instead, he strikes out looking. Campos is the last out, and he pops it up. All right, we lose 9-5. I mean, we were down 7-0 at the end of the 3rd inning. You're not going to win many games where that happens. Zebby got destroyed. I think our lack of starting, like immediate starting pitching, kind of hurts us, but good Lord. Hey, Taj Bradley has signed his 6-year, $90 million contract extension. I think we're overpaying him in years 2, 3, 4 is kind of a wash. So we're overpaying him in years 2 or 3 of the deal, but we're saving a couple million next year. And if he pitches really well into that age 32 season, 15 million is going to be a steal. And then maybe he takes the player option, maybe he doesn't, but really happy to get that done. And now we face the Braves, and I am terrified. Oh, boy. So we've dropped to 3rd in the division now after dropping 3 out of 4 to the Guardians. All right, Braves, hello. Meidroth and Royce Lewis both getting the day off. So, yeah, Keeschel goes to 2nd, Trey Morgan in at 1st, McKinstry takes 3rd base. Buxton's doing pretty good. I got to give him a day off, though, and I'd rather give him off for like day 2, I think, of the series. Walker Jenkins is cold, but, I mean, he's just going to have to hit out of it. Like, fundamentally, as Wallner has a solo shot to get us started. Let's roll. There we go. Gabe Gonzalez. 2 home runs in as many games after having won the whole year. Nothing for us in the third. Hyesung Kim is aboard for Jazz Chisholm. Jazz Chisholm on the Braves seems very entertaining. Who do I have to bribe to make that happen in real life? Nothing for us in the fourth. Matt Olson is aboard for Michael Harris. Hits it up to center. Ouch. All right. Braves get 1. Sebastian Walcott, who they traded Ronald Acuna for, pops up. Nothing for us in the fifth or for the Braves. A very quiet game thus far. McKinstry pops up. Luke Keeschel gets it down. We have a runner. Come on. Do I want to run on Drake Baldwin? Sure, why not? We've only scored 2 runs all game. Let's try to get him in there. Easy steal. That is his 17th stolen base for those keeping track at home. And Matt Wallner strikes out anyway. All right, I'm going to get, oh, God, my bullpen. Joe, give me the 6th. Good man. What's he on pitch count wise? Ooh, 87. Yeah, he's done. So I need 3 guys. I mean, Festa. Ideally, if Festa can get me 2 innings, we're over the moon. But really good from Joe Ryan. 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 6 Ks. Happy with that. Clean 7th from Festa. 17 pitches. There we go. Morgan Jenkins aboard. Luke Keeschel hits it to short. Easy ground out. All right, here's my plan. If Festa can get me Clase and Jazz Chisholm, Watanabe goes for the 4-out save. That's my plan. Clase hits it deep to left, but that's caught at the track. We're okay. Jazz Chisholm does get aboard. Do I let him face Matt? I mean, Matt Olson is kind of cold. Let's see if he can get him. Popped it up to center. Very good. All right, that's it for Festa. We're going to go Watanabe the rest of the game. I have no one else. So either Watanabe gets the save or we lose. That's just kind of where we're at. Anything in the 9th? Matt Wallner solo shot. Insurance runs always good. We get the win 3-1. Matt Wallner, 2 home runs on the day. His slugging is up to a 340. Oh boy. When you put it like that, but great outing from Joe Ryan. He's just been so good. Like, it's insane. And we're paying him like $17 million. It's kind of crazy when you think about it, but only just. All right. Let's play game 2 with Taj Bradley and his newly signed contract extension. Buxton gets the day off, so he's going to bat, or Erod's going to bat 8th. How'd Trey Morgan do last game? Very, very poor. 0 for 3, 2Ks. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Taj Bradley for us, J.P. Sears, and Walker Jenkins solo shot. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, come again. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, no, that's us. That's good. Ha-ha! Mydrot's on second. Luke Keeschel beats out the chopper. We're in business. Matt Wallner hits it up to left, but that's going to be caught pretty easily. Nothing for us in the 4th, but Austin Riley is aboard for Kobe Mayo. And he gets it through the infield. That's going to score the run. Tie game. Wait. I haven't even looked at Rushman's run throughout percentage. 24. It's about average. All right. Mydroth is on third for Keeschel, who strikes out swinging. All right, Tash, come on, buddy. Brandon Marsh is on second for Austin Hayes. Grounds out to short. I'll take that trade. Jazz Chisholm pops it up. And that is why we take that trade. All right. Come on, Wallner. And he struck out. There goes that. Gabe Gonzalez hits it up to center. That's going to be got by Michael Harris. Rushman hits it deep to left and into the stands. 406 feet. The lead is ours. And Royce Lewis strikes out. Fair play. All right, Taj, can you give me the 6th? Oh, solo shot from Matt Olson. They tie it up. All right, we're going to get. Man, I don't really have a great bullpen options right now. It's fine, though. Erod's on second for Mydroth. Really? 2-0 pitch and you hit it to the shortstop? Come on, son. And Walker grounds out. All right, that'll be it for Taj, I think. Actually, he's only at 90 pitches. Let's see if he can get 2 outs. And an error. You know what? That's a sign. We're going to go to Funderburk. Good luck, buddy. No, the run scored. So Taj Bradley's line looking a little worse. It's an unearned run, but still. All right. How do I want to play this? I think I'm going to get Cole Sands warming up. Austin Riley gets it down in left. Ay, 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 ay. I mean, we are losing, so there is a chance that these are the last 3 outs I need to get. Oh boy. All right, that's it. That's I've seen enough. I have seen enough. Cole Sands, the rest of the inning is yours. Good luck. No runs scored. So 1 run to tie, 2 to take the lead. Rushman gets us started by flying out to center. Royce Lewis swing and a miss. 3 Ks on the day. Culpepper walks. I'm going to have him steal because why not? And he gets there. All right. Come on, Erod. Struck out looking. Losing 2 to 3 sucks. The error the error cost us the go ahead run. However, we only had 8 hits, 9 Ks, 2 walks. Like, Offensively, we did not deserve to win that game. All right. We're gonna sim game 3 with John Klein on the mound. I'm sure this will go great. Hey, we won 3-2 in extra innings. Very nice. Buxton got the RBI single. I mean, yeah, Klein only lasted 4 1/3, but he struck out 7. Mick Abel 2 1/3 clean. Montgomery 2 1/3 clean. Watanabe gets the save. I think Mason Montgomery is starting to turn it around. He had a horrendous start to the season, but since then he's been doing really well. And then Mick Abel just continues to be an amazing long reliever. He's awesome. Very funny pitch hitting things happened. All right. All-Star first voting update. Rushman is second at catcher. Keishel third at first. Royce third at third. No outfielders, which is fair. And no pitchers. That's a little surprising. All right. And now Brandon Sproat. I'm going to be honest. I don't really want to see this start against Zach Wheeler, so we're going to sim it. Hey, we won 1-0. Y'all, our offense has vanished. Combined shutout, Sproat, 6 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, 7 Ks. Look at him go. Cole Sands gets me 2 scoreless innings. Watanabe with the save. 2 saves back-to-back days. Very good, very good. He's up to 14. I mean, walks are his only problem. Like they were a problem in 2027. They're still a problem now. But he's done good. Happy with him. All right. So it looks like Cromber's dead arm. He would have missed 9 games. So I would have missed this. He would have missed the start anyway, but it looks like he's going to miss the second one. Kind of unnecessarily, but, you know, with how Brendan Sproat's pitching, it might not be a bad thing. How are we looking chemistry wise? All right. We're looking okay still, which is good. Having Brandon up also helps because he's considered a leader. I like Campos' bat. I just wish he was better defensively. I think if he was better defensively, he could be potentially be our future starting catcher. All right, let's go to game 2 of the Phillies series. Zebby Matthews on the mound. Walker Jenkins getting the day off. We'll give Culpepper leadoff job, as is our want. And then Erod can take left and bat 8th. And Luke Keishel's on second for Wallner. Let's party. And by party, I mean ground out to first. Very sadly. And Buxton swinging a miss. Y'all, I need to come up with a line in the calendar. Harper scored. Where if Buxton is still struggling, we start platooning him with Erod. Because we're 2 months into the season at this point, and he is statistically one of the worst hitters in baseball. And defensively, he's regressing too. But the other part of that is Erod the guy I want to platoon him with? Because Erod is currently hitting 192 average, 565 OPS. So here we are. But, you know, if Erod has a future in this organization, we assume he's going to be a fourth outfielder. So there are going to be runs when he's going to need to play. There we go. Culpepper gets it down and left. We need to get him going. Need to get him going. All right, Luke, bring him home. Nope, swing and a miss. All right, to the fourth we go. Clean from Zebby. Trouble in the fifth. Trey Turner's on second for Real Muto. Grounds out to the pitcher. We take that. A little surprised Trey didn't run there, but I'm not going to complain. McCarthy flies out to Erod. All right. Zebby's looking good today, which is good. I think there was definitely a case for extending Taj Bradley, and I think it was the right move. There's not really a case for offering Zebby an extension because he's also 1 year behind in ARB compared to Taj. So if he does struggle a lot this year, we could always move him. Though I don't know if I like the idea of losing Fromber and Zebby. Because then if John Klein struggles, we're down to 2 starters we can count on. Assuming we bring no one else in, obviously. That was Zebby's third K. It's fine. All right, he gets the ground out there. Bryce Harper, last out. Hits it deep to right, but Gabe is there. All right, that'll be it for Zebby. Think we're going to go Heckering for the 7th, Walker the 8th, and then we'll figure it out. But good outing from Zebby. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, no walks. Only 3 Ks, though. Oh, and they scored a second run off of Keckering and might get more. Realmuto swing and miss at a ball in the dirt. That tracks, but he hits it into right. That'll score Rojas. Yeah. I mean, Keckering also hadn't pitched since the 23rd. But yeah, he's looking a little shaky so far this season. McCarthy hits it deep to center, and that is off the wall. Yeesh. Can he get Stott? He does. Thank God. All right. Now that we're losing, I think definitely the plan is Ryan Walker for the 8th, and then we figure it out. Buxton goes down, or as Rushman hits a cheeky double. It might be better to go Festa. Because then, if we're still losing going into the top 9, he could just get me 2 innings, and I'll have Mick Abel ready in long relief for next game, and Ryan Walker will be okay. I think that is a smarter move bullpen wise. So thank you, Keckering, for your service. We're going to go to David Festa. Harper's on second for Schwarber. Swing and a miss. Good Lord. Schwarber has such a fun profile. Them playing him in left field is kind of funny. All right, Casey Schmidt strikes out. Good work from Festa. I'm going to pinch hit here for Erod. We're going to give Trey Morgan the bat. See if he can get on base. Nope. The answer to that question was a resounding nope. Mydroth grounds out. Nothing doing. Culpepper follows suit. Man, our offense has gone ice cold. Uh, yeah, I'm just gonna have Trey Morgan going left for an inning. I accept it's not a good outcome, but that's kind of where we're at. All right, clean inning from Festa. On the off chance we score exactly 3 runs, we'll get Ryan Walker ready for the ninth. Shelby Miller, the closer for the Phillies, Tigers legend. His year was preposterous in 2024. Like, it really was. Like, he was doing so good, and then he just wasn't on the playoff roster for reasons that, to be fair, at the time made sense. All right, Wallner is hit. So he is aboard. Buxton pops it up. All right, Adley Rushman is our last out. And he gets it down in left, the tying run up to the plate. And it is Royce Lewis. He has 4 home runs on the season. Can he get a 5th here? The swing into center field. Run, you fools. Bases are loaded. Gabe Gonzalez pops it up. Man, that's disappointing. We lose 3-0. I think we need to do something. Like, offensively, let me advance the day so everything ticks over. So, offensively, in our last 8 games, we have scored 1 or less run 4 times. Twice against the Guardians, twice against the Phillies. We've scored 2, God. We've only scored more than 3 runs once in our last 8 games. That hurts. That hurts quite a bit. On we go to game 3. Rushman is going to get the day off to rest. I'm going to give Buxton the day off. Erod is going to take center, but I'm going to bump essentially everyone up 1. Erod can bat 7th. All right, let's rock. Joe Ryan on the mound. Jesus Luzardo for the Phillies. They strand the man. Oh, Kyle Schwarber with a solo home run. Fair enough. Oh, boy. 2 men on, no outs. And Schwarber strikes out looking. Casey Schmidt strikes out swinging. George Springer strikes out looking. They have George Springer. Why do the Phillies always get the oldest players? Oh, boy. Oh, wow. He went to Tampa. Oh, he must have missed like the whole year with an injury. Yep, broken kneecap, missed 7 months. And then they just dumped him. The Rays dumped him in a trade. That sucks. All right, Gabe is aboard for Royce Lewis, who goes down swinging. Culpepper walks. 2 men are aboard for Erod, and he walks. Bases loaded. Ryan Campos. We like his bat. He hits it into right. That's down. 1 run will score. The throw in keeps everyone held up. Meidroth, swing and a miss. Yeah, Meidroth really has sucked thus far this season. All right, clean 5th from Joe Ryan, but that'll be it for him. His pitch count's already pretty high. Walker's on 2nd. Come on. Keishel flies out. That's not going to move anyone. And Matt Wallner grounds out. A little surprised Walker didn't run there. No matter as Gabe Gonzalez hits it down, we are going to run here. No throw. It said the throw is wide. I just didn't see a throw. Oh, there we go. It came in really late. I see. All right. The lead is ours as Royce Lewis flies out. All right. That'll be it for Joe Ryan, though. 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 10 Ks for Mr. Joe Ryan. We go now to Mick Abel for the 6th. Clean inning of work. Solo shot for Culpepper. Very nice. We're going to turn to Cody Funderburk. If there's trouble, no trouble at all. Clean solo shot from Luke Keeschel. We're in business, folks. We're looking good. All right, now we're going to go Funderburk for the 8th. Clean. Kyle Walker for the 9th. No insurance runs. All right, Ryan Walker is on for the save situation. He allows a solo shot to Bryce, and now 2 more men are aboard with 1 out. Rafael Marchand pops up. Come on, Ryan Walker, don't do this to me, buddy. Nick Allen hits it back up the middle. Culpepper takes it to second. Fielder's choice. We get the win 4-2. A little scary there at the end, but got the win. Really happy with that. Offensively, I mean, we only had 7 hits, but it was enough. We just don't walk a ton, do we? that really is another crux of the issue, but good to get that win. Very nice day off to where our bullpen is now back in business. I got an achievement. We'll see what it was. Pitcher of the month. Joe Ryan? Yep, Joe Ryan wins pitcher of the month. Very good. 41 Ks in 36 innings, 3.25 ERA, 171 opposing batting average in the month of May. Folks, he is elite. All right, player development update. Keckering gets worse. I mean, the stamina drop I don't really care about. The potential stuff and control dropping is a bit annoying. Eduardo Tai improves. He's pissed about not being in the majors, but dude, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Like he's not ready. Oh, Miller Green lost velo. Yeah, I think Miller Green, unfortunately, is going to be a career minor leaguer. Trey Broussard losing potential contact in the eye is pretty bad because his bat profile isn't great to begin with. It's a little surprising he lost some eye. He's in the 57 percentile walks. He's not doing that bad. He's hitting the ball great in Double-A. Where are they putting him defensively? Center. How's he doing? He's doing okay. Negative arm is irrelevant. All I care about is the range in the zone rating. Paul Wing. Current stuff goes up, but potential plummets. I think he's ready for high A. Let's get him to Cedar Rapids. I think he's ready. Let's get him into high A. I mean, Paul Wing, is he our future closer? Maybe. I think that control has to be a 50 for him to be that. But I mean, if both of his pitches develop to be 70 or 75, like he's awesome. Doing much better in single A this year compared to last. Whip is still a little high, but home runs are down, walks are down, Ks are steady. Let's see how he does in high A. Colton Smith plummets. Might just cut him. Trey Hodgson gets some potential stuff improvement. Edgar Castro, one of our potential catching guys, kind of waffles a little bit there. All right. Pretty good, all things considered. How's the division looking? Not great. 1.5 games back. The Royals are dying. Here's a question for the Royals. No, there's nothing for Caglione. All right. I was like, listen, could I just? Good God, Bobby Witt. Goodness gracious me. Imagine if he takes that player opt out. Would be kind of funny. I think if the Pasquatch didn't have this extension, I'd be tempted to trade for him, but he'd really only be a DH. And his home runs are not looking great. What would they want for him, hypothetically? I mean, I could get him, but I think that wouldn't be a great move. He'd only exclusively DH, which means I play Gabe Gonzalez lefts, and Gabe Gonzalez is on a tear. We'll see. All right, so going into the Blue Jays series, we are going to sim game one with Taj Bradley on the mound against Dylan Cease. We win it 2-1. Dog, our offense is terrifying. Really good from Taj Bradley, 6 2/3, 5 hits, 1 run, no walks. Montgomery Walker gets the hold. Watanabe gets his 15th save. We go to game two with John Klein on the mound, who is kind of fighting for a spot right now. Kind of. Yeah, I want to give Trey Morgan the start today at DH. Clicked on the wrong guy there. Give Gabe a day off here. All right, John, let's go. Oh boy, I believe in you. See, no reason to panic. Solo shot from Byron Buxton. Trying to get him going. Nothing in the third for either team. McAdoo's on second for Davis Schneider, who flies out to center. I think the only real argument for trading Buxton, as Wallner hits a solo home run, is it clears up that center field spot to where I could play Erod and then call up, say, Henry Mendez from AAA or Alan Rodin to get them some ABs. Because unfortunately, Buxton just is not like he is effectively an automatic out right now. And with his struggles defensively, I don't know. It's a tricky situation as Jenkins flies out to right. Down goes Frazier. All right, we're going to go to David Festa for the sixth. Clean inning of work. Rain has come in, and a 2-run shot from Adley Rushman. Uh-oh. Festa is getting taken to school. Let's just go to Cole Sands for Ronnie Mauricio. Try to get the K. He did not. Gets it down in center. That will move everyone over. TJ Friedel walks. Oh boy. Tyler Freeman, our old friend, strikes out. Thank you, Tyler. The check will be in the mail. Of course, he's doing great for the Blue Jays. Dog, he hit well for everyone except else. He hit well for the Rockies, kind of. He had a good on base. He's been crushing it for the Blue Jays. He's worth 1.3 WAR for crying out loud. Where are they playing him? Playing him at second. Yep, and he's doing great there too. Of course he is. Yeah, they moved him to lead off, and he's been doing great. What a schmuck. Andres Jimenez lines out to short. We're okay. That wasn't terrifying at all. Nothing for us in the seventh. Cole Sands is getting fatigued. Well, Cole, but to be honest with you, buddy, I need you to get Addison Barger. He did. The flat looked a little scary, but he did. Um, I actually am going to pivot from my original plan. I'm just going to go Watanabe to try to get the 4-out save. And Buxton is hit. Bases are loaded for Rushman. He walks him. All right, well, it's no longer a save situation. But actually, no, let's be smart about this. I'm going to have Keckering take the ninth then and just get Watanabe out of the game. Because I still have Walker ready and multiple middle relievers. So I don't need both setup men. And Culpepper pops out to end that fun. We're going to go Keckering for the ninth. Good man. All right. Very good. We win 6-1. We scored 5 more runs than they did on the same amount of hits and walks. Kind of funny. Yeah, and the only run that was scored was off the error, so happy with that. Our offense is starting to look passable, as I dare I say. All righty, voting update. Rushman is second at catcher. Luke Keeshla's off the board at first. Royce Lewis is off the board at third. That's rough. No outfielders, no pitchers. I mean, to be fair, we are only 6 games above 500, so makes sense. I'm going to give Culpepper the day off. Meidroth is going to go to short. Zach McKinstry will come in and take second base. Yeah, McKinstry just doesn't really play, which may be unfortunate, maybe not. Who knows? Brandon Sproat on the mound against Trey Savage. I'm scared. All right, Walker's on second for Wallner. Walked him. Come on, Byron. Ooh, a balk. That's rough. Buxton hits it into center. That's down. That'll score both men easy. Pretty good throw in. Keeps Byron at second. All right. 2-0 Twins. And Rushman grounds out. Don't love that. And Roy swings at the 3-1 and is properly thrown out. All right. Gabe's on second from Meidroth, who takes a walk himself. Come on, Walker. Hits it to first for second for 1, back for 2. Man, we love those double plays, don't we? Our old friend Ryan Jeffers, who was obviously he was our starting catcher in 2026. We trade him to the Marlins. They don't bring him back. And then he is a free agent for the entirety of 2027. And then it looks like the Blue Jays signed him to a 2-year deal, which is kind of funny. But here's Tyler Freeman, our other old friend. He grounds out. Thank you, Tyler. Check will be in the mail. Am I losing frames or is that my mouse? It is my mouse. All right. Pretty good recovery there from Brandon. Uh-oh. Vladdy with the leadoff double. And Addison gets it down. All right. Blue Jays. Oh, never mind. Vladdy held up at third. McAdoo hits it to first. They get the double play. Run scores, but I will take that if it means clear bases. Moto flies out. All right. Blue Jays get one back. Nothing for us in the fourth. Schneider's on second for TJ Friedel. Swing and a miss. All right. We're going to get Mick Abel warming up. Tyler Freeman strikes out. All right. That'll be it for Brandon, I think. I think 5 innings is essentially what I want from him. McKinstry might out there aboard. Walker hits it up to right. That's not going to move anyone, even though McKinstry has really good speed. You know what? We're going to go for the steal third base. We're going to be bold. We're going to be brave. Never mind. It's an 0-2 count. And Wallner hits it deep to center off the wall. That'll definitely score McKinstry. Mydrot's going to have to go for it. And he makes it home. 4-1 Twins. As Alex Manoah makes his return to the Blue Jays and gets Buxton to ground out. Where did Alex Manoah go in this universe? He went Angels, obviously, as a starter. Then they move him to reliever. They trade him at the deadline to the Tigers. And now he's back as a reliever for the Blue Jays. That's kind of fun. All right, that's it from Brandon. Pretty good. 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 3 Ks. Simple. Mick Abel for the 6th. Uh-oh. First 2 men are aboard for Addison Barger, who is hit. This might hurt Mick Abel's ERA. McAdoo hits it into left. Walker is there. That's definitely going to score Andres Jimenez. Here's Okamoto. Hits it into right. Caught by Gabe. No one moves. Schneider walks. Well, that is the hope of Mick Abel getting me 2 innings dead and buried. Ryan Jeffers, our old friend, lasered out the left field line. Yikes. That will score all 3 as the relay is not made home. And he walks TJ Friedel. Cody, I believe in you. Wow, they both scored. Well, that's Mick Abel's ERA done for the season. 6 runs earned. Yikes. All right. Runners at the corners for McKinstry, though. Hits it to short. The throw home. Not in time. We get the run. Odd decision there. Mydroth Ks. And Jenkins follows suit. All right. All right, Cody, give me the 7th, buddy. Good man. We're going to go Montgomery for the 8th, Walker for the 9th, no matter what. Buxton solo shot. So we cut it to 1. Clean inning from Montgomery. Then we'll get Ryan Walker warming up. Royce is on second. McKinstry. Swing and a miss. Mydroth lines out. Unlucky. All right, we're going Ryan Walker for the 9th. Buddy, I believe in you. Down by 3. Jenkins and Buxton are aboard. Adley Rushman, 2 outs. Grounds out to short. Yeah, I mean, that was just bad. Like, Mick Abel got eviscerated. Funderburk, I know it didn't go on his stat line, but he allowed both inherited runners to score. Ryan Walker gets popped again at the end. Very poor from the old bullpen. Let me advance. All right, now we got the Boston Red Sox. How are they doing? 34 and 26. They're about the same as the Blue Jays were. All right. It skipped. I'm gonna sim game one with Zebby on the mound. Very good. We win it 2-1. Luke Keeschel with 3 hits. No one else did much of anything, but that's fine. Cole Sands pitches 2 innings clean. His ERA is now down to a 1.5. Keckring gets the hold, Watanabe the save. Very good. All right, so now, since the draft combine is about to start, we are a little less than a month out from the draft. Let's start looking at the draft pool and start getting some scouting done. Very simple. Potential. I want to look at everyone with 60 potential and above. 34 players. All right, we're going to get a scouting report on all those guys. All right, let us play game 2 of the Red Sox series. Joe Ryan on the mound, Cutter Crawford for the Red Sox. Royce Lewis has gone cold. Yeah, his OPS is down. And he's playing for a contract, too, because he's a free agent after this year. So we're obviously not going to trade him. So either he hits well and we extend him, or he struggles and we don't. It really is that simple sometimes. Keishel's doing pretty good. Yeah, Culpepper just doesn't have it. I'm going to give Culpepper an off day. Mydroth moves to short. Luke Keeschel to second. Trey Morgan to first. So objectively bad defensively in the infield, but I think Culpepper just is really struggling. Jaron Duran stranded on second. Pena did not, and the Red Sox to take a 2-0 lead. Luke Keeschel, 2 men on, down in the corner and right. Very good, sir. 2-run double to tie it up. Here's Wallner. Hits it to second. Terrible camera pan, but they get the out. All right. Nothing doing in the third. Buxton, another home run. I mean, he's had 3 home runs in his past 4 games. Not too shabby as Rushman lines out to Cutter Crawford. And Royce Lewis gets it down. Good, good. And Gabe hits into the ground out. Little surprised they didn't go for the double play. They knew they were going to get Trey Morgan anyway. I see. I understand. Uh-oh. 2 men on for Carlos Narvaez. Hits it into center. That is down. That'll score 1 run, and the Red Sox have tied it up. Alcantara pops up on a 3-1. That's clutch. Jaron Duran, full count. Hits it into right. Gabe is going. Makes the catch. We go to the 5th. Keishel's on second for Wallner, who pops it up. Clean 5th from Joe Ryan, but that'll be it for him. See if Byron can get another home run. Come on. He could not. There we go. Rushman gets aboard. All right, Royce, come on. End your cold streak right here. A lovely 2-run shot over the Green Monster. Or alternatively, he lines out to Marcel Meyer, who is playing third base in this universe, which, happens. That'll be it for Joe Ryan. Not his best outing. 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned. No walks again. Only 3 Ks, though. Wilyer Abreu is on third. Got Christian Campbell. Carlos pops it up. All right. Error by the Twins. Who had the error? Rushman, a catcher. Nothing for us in the 7th. I'm going to get Mason warming up in case there's trouble. No trouble at all. Man, like Matt Wallner had such a good year last year. But he has fallen off a cliff. He's not even getting unlucky. His expecting batting average is a 180. He currently has a 176. His expected slugging is a 340. He has 339. So, he is just that bad. We could trade him, to be fair, as Buxton strikes out a third time. We could trade Wallner. It would open up DH for Trey Morgan or Gabe Gonzalez. That is a move that we could do. It might be too early for that, but it's June. Clean 8th from Mason. All right, we're going to give Ryan Walker the 9th, regardless of if we take the lead or not. Royce Lewis hits it deep to center and gone. A solo shot to give us the lead. Goodbye, cold streak. We're going to pinch hit here. We're going to give Erod the bat, try to see if we can get back-to-back home runs. Bang! Nope. Down he goes. Trey Morgan walks on 4 pitches. Swing and a miss from Meidroth. Walker Jenkins walks on 4 pitches. All right. 2 men are aboard. Luke Keeschel hits it to third. Throw across the diamond. Gets him gone. All right. So Erod's going to take over in right. Ryan Walker will come in for the save situation. He is our 3rd closer, so this is slightly terrifying. All right, he gets Monasterio to pop up, or fly out, I should say. Christian Campbell, swing and a miss. How's he doing? I mean, he's not been bad this year. It wasn't great the year before. Yeah, and he has that 10-year mania contract. All right, here we go. Carlos Narvaez hits it to short. Meidroth is there. Gets him. We win 4-3. Ryan Walker gets his 3rd save of the season. Really happy with that. Royce Lewis gets out of his cold streak. We love to see it. The other aspect and the kind of downside of trading Walker or Buxton is Wallner is number 1 in home runs on the team with 10. Buxton is tied for 3rd with 7. So if we trade them both, we lose 17 of our 52 home runs. That's a decent amount of power we're losing. All right. Game 3 against the Red Sox. We're just going to sim it with Taj Bradley on the mound. And we win 9-3. Very good. Campos got a pinch hit. That's pretty funny. Buxton had a triple. No home runs. It was just a barrage of hits. Trey Morgan went 0 for 5 with 4 Ks. Yikes. I mean, Culpepper had 3 hits. That boosted his average all the way up to a 254. Pretty good outing from Taj Bradley. Mick Abel got hit quite a bit, but it's fine. Both him and Funderburk had errors. Look at Cody Funderburk, folks. He's just junk balling his way to outs. And it's the funniest thing in the world. All right, so Fromber is eligible to come off the IL. I think what I want to do here. I think John Klein deserves to keep the starts. So we're going to send Brandon down to AAA again. Fromber is going to return. Let me get this order fixed. All right. There we are. Lots of scouting reports, yada, yada, yada. All right, we're going to sim game 1 of the Angels series with John Klein on the mound. We win it 5-4 in extras as Matt Wallner hits a 2-run home run. Royce Lewis picked up a back stiffness injury just as he gets hot. That tracks. I mean, I'm still going to have him hit and such. We just might rotate him a little bit more with McKinstry. Watanabe does give up 2 runs, but we get the save anyway. Keckering goes 2 1/3 to get the win. With 25 stamina, that's impressive. Let's advance the day. A bajillion scouting reports. Oh yeah, the injury is already down to 5 days, so we're good there. We are A-okay on that front. All right, let us turn the ball over to Fromber. I'm going to give Royce Lewis the day off. Gable bats 6th, Culpepper bats 7th, McKinstry will take third base and bat 8th. I'm going to give Buxton the day off. Erod will get the bat. Wallner, I mean, we're kind of getting back to a 700 OPS. Progress is quite slow on that front, but we're getting there. Man, Rushman's just been so good. All right. Fromber Valdez, Cade Horton for the Angels. And Jenkins and Keishler aboard. Yeah, Wallner strikes out. Dang it, man. Gabe strikes out. I need to look at Gabe's lineup splits after this game. Because whenever I've been having like Buxton out, for example, I move him up in the order. And that might be to his detriment as Fromber gives up the run. But now Wallner is aboard for Gabe. Strikes out on 3 pitches. There we go. Solo shot from Rushman. Come on, Erod. Hits it up, but not deep enough. Flies out to Joe Adell. Kieran Paris in center field is hilarious. Kinstry strikes out. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Clean from Fromber, and he is coming back from dead arm, so he's not going to be able to go that deep into this game anyway. But if I can get 5 innings, I'm a happy man. The throw is off target. Did they give an error for that? They did on Zach. All right. Runners at the corners for Wallner. Come on. Swing and a miss. Gabe hits it into left. That is down. 1 run will score. Luke Keeschel goes to third. The throwback gets Gonzalez at second. Man. All right. Fromber gave me the fifth. That's all I wanted from him. Rushman and Erod are aboard. Culpepper walks. Bases loaded. Zach McKinstry walked him. And on a full count, too. Obi Milner is at 16 pitches. Meidroth gets it down in center. We are not going to run. There is zero reason to with no outs. Like, come on. Jenkins pops it up foul. Keeschel hits it deep to center over Kieran Paris. If that would have been a ground rule double, it would have been really bad for us. Keeschel comes into second. All runs score 7-1. And Tigers legend Alex Lang is now in the game. And he strikes out Wallner. Dude, you're killing me. Gabe hits it back up the middle. Very nice. Luke rounds third and makes it in easily. Very good, very good. Rushman with the line drive into left. Now we're just having fun. Now we're having fun on him. And Erod grounds out. Yeah, we kind of saw that one coming. All right, thank you, Fromber. 5 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, walk 4 Ks. No complaints. Obviously, you'd like him to go longer, but he's coming back from dead arm, so that was never really going to be the case. There we go. Chase Meidroth with a 2-run homer. Starting to look solid here. I'm going to pinch hit for... I'm going to pinch hit for Walker or for Luke Keeschel. I'll pinch hit for Luke. I'll give Walker the bat. Keegan Aiken. Hi, buddy. Walker hits it deep into left. Down at the wall. Good call there by me. All right. I'll pinch hit for Luke. We'll give Trey Morgan the bat. Oh, and it's an error from Zach Neto. If only you had a very good defensive shortstop just sitting in center field. And Wallner walks. Bases are loaded for Gabby. Bang! Hits it into left. That is over the top. I'm not going to run. I'm good. I'll pinch hit for Adley here. We'll give Ryan Campos the bat. Swinging at the first pitch he sees, and he pops it up foul. He gave me such hope as Erod strikes out. All right. So yeah, Trey Morgan goes to first. Campos in to catch. Ideally, I can get out of this using only 2 relievers. All right, Festa gives me the 7th. Now we're going to see if he can get me Joe Adell and Bichette. And he hit him. Well, seems like it could backfire. Yeah, I should have just pulled him. That's on me. I should have pulled Festa when I had the chance. Funderburk, it's all you, buddy. All right, they score 1. Not the end of the world. Funderburk is on 28 pitches, though. Jeez. Yeah, so he's done. We'll get Cole Sands warming up. I'm out of pinch hitters because I'm not going to have Royce Lewis hit injured. That just is silly. So Trey Morgan gets aboard. Matt Wallner, AB number 5. And he hits it into right. That is cocked. Gabe Gonzalez, AB number 6. He hits it into right. That's down. Trey Morgan might make it first to home here. Nope, they hold him at third. It's fine. Campos gets another AB. We like to see it. He hits it into left. Caught. It will score Trey Morgan as we have put 13 runs on the board. Erod, AB number 6. And he grounds out. Oh, boy. All right. Cole Sands coming in for the 9th. Buddy. Wow. 2-run score. Yeah, bullpen looked a little shaky there, but when you score 13 runs, that'll do. Hobie Milner was just signed and is a minor league free agent and blasted. That's rough from him. But hey, Gabe Gonzalez, 4 hits. Like, his batting average is a 302. His expecting batting average is a 271, which is still really good. Really pleased with that. Some good pinch hitting stuff, too. We get the win, get the dub. Oh, yeah, I'm a little out of order now in my rotation. Yeah, it's fine. It's not aesthetically pleasing, but it's fine. We'll sim game 3 with Zebby on the mound. And we win it. Trade proposal. All right, hold on. We win 8-4. Very nice. Rutschman, Royce. Well, Royce Lewis had 2 home runs. Rutschman, Gabe, and Maedroff had the others. Ouch. Mason Montgomery got popped for 3 runs. That's a shame. He'd been doing great the past couple months. He just wanted Watanabe to get the save. That's really it. Zebby did well. Culpepper at his 8th. I think with Zebby, what I said at the start of the stream is pretty spot on, where the majority of his starts per month are going to be great. But then he's going to have 1 start a month where he gets blasted for like 6+ runs, and that hurts his numbers. So far in June, though, he's had 2 really good starts thus far. We're looking good there. All right, let us look at this trade proposal. So they want every prospect I have for Mason Miller. I mean, don't get me wrong. He is the best closer in baseball who is also ARB eligible. However, good Lord, he's having a bad season. Like, I'm not going to give up Willie Estrella, who is my best prospect, Quentin Young, who could very well become our future third baseman. Xavier Kohlhauser, I'd be fine to give up. Same with Mount Potansky. Trey Broussard, I don't really want to trade either. This is a no. This is an easy no. Like, no, there's no reason to do such a thing. Should I call Quentin Young up to AA? No. I'm making my call on that, and the answer is no. All right. Really good series against the Angels, a sweep. I think our offense is back. I think we struggled for a bit there, but we're looking pretty good. We have won 6 in a row, and 4 + 6, 10. 10 of our last 11. We're up to 39-28. 3.5 games up on the Guardians. We are cruising in this month of June. All right. I'm going to sim game 1, and we're going to play games 2 and 3 of this Red Sox series. Oh, we lost 6-8. Who got popped? Joe. Joe Ryan got popped for 6. Mick Abel gave up 2. Yeah, his ERA is getting bad really quick. Joe Ryan giving up 6 is grim. I think the K's being down is my biggest concern. He did have 10 Ks against the Phillies, but he's had 4 in 9 and a third past 2 starts. We'll see. Buxton had 3 hits. Wallner, Keishel, Jenkins had homers. Yeah, I think I'm against the idea of trading Matt Wallner because we lose so much power if we do it. Like, I accept he's not doing many things well, and he's effectively been reduced to a DH only, but we kind of need his power. Buxton, I think in a vacuum, I wouldn't mind trading, but I don't really see a world where the Twins ever would trade Byron Buxton. However, it must be said that he's not doing well. He's had a really good June so far, 700 slug, 1100 OPS. Maybe he's turning it around. You never know. All right, let's rock and roll. Taj Bradley on the mound. Brayan Bello for the Red Sox. I love Brayan Bello. Looks like they moved him back to a starter. I like him a lot. All right, Royce has 2 days left on his injury. I'm going to give him the day off. McKinstry will take third base. Let's look at some lineup position splits. So Trey Morgan is bat pretty much everywhere. 7th, he's been terrible. 2nd, he's been good. 9th, he's been fine. So Trey Morgan bat 9th. Mydroth is currently hot. Kind of finding his form batting 9th. I'm going to have him bat 7th. Actually, I lied. Yeah, he'll bat 7th. McKinstry 8, Culpepper 9. Look at Gabe Gonzalez's splits really quick. So, I mean, yeah, he's hit well everywhere. I'm going to give Wallner the day off. I'm going to have Gonzalez bat 3rd. Then we're going to move Culpepper up in the order to 6th and see if that gets us anything. And then these 2 games will be the last ones I do against the Red Sox. And then I think we'll call the episode there. I have faith. Very quiet game so far. Oh, Rafaela with the solo shot. Fair enough. Oh, boy, Alcantara hit another. All right, Mydroth and McKinstry are aboard. Trey Morgan pops it up. Hot by Rafaela. We go to the 6th. And Taj surrenders run number 4. I'll let him face Pena, and then that'll be it. And a line out to McKinstry. Very good. Runners are at the corners. Byron Buxton strikes out looking. Rushman grounds out. All right, we're going to go David Festa for the 7th. Clean. Only on 8 pitches. So, yeah, he's going back out there. All right. Can we get some hits? Culpepper out on the chopper. Mydroth pops up. Remember, like 3 minutes of real time ago when I said I think we found our offense again? I miss when I was that confident. McKinstry goes down. Clean 8th from Festa. And then we're going to go Funderburk for the 9th, unless we manage to score 5 runs. which, don't get me wrong, would be very nice, as Trey Morgan walks. Walker with the chopper to short, and he beats it out without a throw. All right. We could have something here. Keishel hitting into the double play does hurt that quite a bit, I must say. Gabe hits it into center. That's down. Man, without that double play. But we get one back. And Buxton grounds out third. Well, we didn't get shut out, at least. But that'll be it for Festa. Really good. 2 clean innings, only 1 hit, couple Ks. Cody, buddy, I have no one else. You're just going to have to get the out. Thank you. All right. Down by 3. Adley Rushman kicks us off. Bautista, who we had okay success against last time. Mainly because he just walked everybody. We did get the run off of him. I'm going to pinch hit for Culpepper here. Matt Wallner is going to get the bat. And he struck out. Fair enough. Here's my draw. Pops it up. McKinstry will not get the opportunity as Rushman is picked off. Well, that was depressing. 4-1. Taj Bradley got popped quite a bit, but the offense did nothing. 5 hits, 5 walks. Grim. I think that is my fear if we trade Matt Wallner, is a lot of our power will vanish. All right, are we done with scouting reports? Yes. Okay. How are we looking? So originally 33. Okay, so not that many players dropped out of 60 potential after we scouted them the first time. All right, let's make this filter huge. Let's drop it down to 55. It's going to be a insane amount of players. 51. This draft class might be actually awful. Wow. How many have 80? 4. And they're all pitchers. There's only 2 hitters with a potential of 70 or higher. It's a little scary. One of them is a high school shortstop, and the other is a college first baseman. Oh, God. When this is your second best available hitter, this draft class might be horrendous. I'm kind of scared now. I'm a little scared. All right, we're going to go John Klein for the finale of the Red Sox series, hoping to salvage a game. Walker is tired. Royce is going to get the day off just so he can be fully fit again. Gable bat 6. I need a third baseman, so McKinstry. Well, my drop bat's 7. McKinstry and Erod can flip. Yeah. Culpepper is cold. Let's hit him lead off. Get him going. John, I believe in you. Well, they've scored 4 runs, and Klein has yet to get a single out. Nice. Oh, boy. Culpepper get us started. He whacks it into center. But that's going to be caught fairly easily. John, please. Good man. Because I don't have my long relievers aren't that fit. So I do need John to get me preferably 4 innings. And I can figure it out from there. Oh, boy. Come on, John. Nope. No, City Bob. Yeah, the Red Sox just have our number this series, unfortunately. Let's see if we can get Alcantara. Hits it into right, but Gabe is there. Down by 5 now. Culpepper is on third. Let's go. Luke Keishel hits it into left. That's caught. Should score Culpepper easily. We're on the board. Oh, boy. Come on, John. Well, he got the force, but they still scored the run. He gets Casa swinging. All right, Jeremy Pena will be the last batter he faces. And he lines out to center. All right. Not good from John Klein. Do I want? Nah, I want Mason. Yeah, that's not great. Of his last 10 starts, he's gone 5 innings, 4 times, 6 innings once. It's not bad. But yeah, he just got killed today. All right, Mason. Good man. Can you give me the 6th? Oh, brother. Hit the second. They get the ground out. Probably the correct decision when you're already down by 5 runs. Rafaela flies out to center, but that'll score the runner easily. Hey. Yeah, Mason's ERA went from sub 3 to above 4 in 2 outings. He gets Casas though, which is nice. Nothing doing for us in the 6th. We're gonna go Cole Sands for the 7th. Clean inning from him. There we go. Solo shot from Erod. Let's see if Cole can get Durbin, then I'll pull him. Very good. All right, we're going to go Ryan Walker against Marcelo Meyer. Hits it into left. Caught at the track. We're okay. All right, let's see if Culpepper can have a good day. No such luck. Grounds out there. Keishel grounds out to short. Are we just going to go 3 for 3? Ground out to shorts? Nope, they walk Wellner. All right. And yep, we went 3 for 3 on hitting the ball to short. Yeah, I mean, again, just like the. Oh, that was the 8th. Whoops. I thought that was the 9th. My bad. Now we're in the bottom of the 9th. All right, Rushman walks. We're going to pinch run for him with. Whoops. Good thing I caught that with Trey Morgan. Not that we're going to have him steal, but I just need a base runner with wheels. Gabe flies out to center. Base grounds out, and that leaves our final out, Erod, who has a homer already today. Hits it to first for the last out. Yeah, I think similarly to the Zebby Matthews start from earlier this episode, our starter dug us into a hole. Montgomery didn't do great, but when you have 5 hits, 3 walks, not going to get much going. It was painful. Well, kind of a down note to end the episode there getting swept by the Red Sox, but we swept them. So, all's fair in love and war. But overall, pretty happy with this because we started with what the Mariners ended here. We got through essentially a month's worth of games in one episode. Pretty good. I think May was a bit of a wash. I think it started strong. The middle was a bit rough, getting swept by the Mariners, losing 3 of 4 to the Guardians. But we had the sweep of the Cardinals in there, won the series against the Braves and the Phillies. Blue Jays, Red Sox, swept the Red Sox, swept the Angels, and then just lost 3 in a row. So overall, not too shabby. In terms of what I want to do off stream, I'm going to play through. Yeah, Rangers aren't that great. I'm going to play through the Guardians, Reds, and Rangers series, and we'll pick up next time at the Tigers because then I'll have Tigers, Athletics, Angels, Tigers, and then the draft will be during this series, and the All-Star break is here. So we definitely won't get to the trade deadline next episode. We will get to the draft and the All-Star break. I think that'll put us in a pretty good stepping point. I think right now, as we sit as an above 500 team in June, I'm against the idea of trading Buxton or Wallner. But we'll see. I think Buxton, has had a pretty good June so far, which is encouraging. I think if he can continue that and have a good July, I'm a very happy man. Wallner, I think, is more we may trade him. He's been okay in the slugging department this month. He has 3 home runs and 45 ABs. But, I mean, he just had almost 200 at bats of nothing in April and May. And so we need to get that going. But I think the problem we run into if we end up trading Wallner is, one, he's very popular. Two, he has hit 12 home runs, which is on pace to probably end up with like 26, 27, which is lower than his first 2 years of the save. He's definitely not getting 3 WAR. Moving him to DH, I think, has been the right call. Hasn't been great and right when we have played him. But I think there's an argument that, maybe we do trade Matt Wallner to see what we can get back. On the pitching side of things, I think Fromber, Joe Ryan, Taj Bradley, Zebby are locked in. Zebby, I think, has earned the right to get a full season before we make a decision on him. John Klein is the big question mark. I mean, he's not walking a lot of guys. He's striking out a ton. But, my God, is he getting crushed. He is in the first percentile for exit velocity. His off-speed pitches, which are above average, are getting us negative 7.6 runs out of 100, which is crazy. So it might be a case where we get to the trade deadline and we see an opportunity to upgrade that 5th starting spot and we send John Klein to AAA. I wouldn't hate that outcome. Bullpen-wise, I think we're more or less set, barring an injury, knock on wood. I think Mason Montgomery was really good. He just had a couple of bad outings. Ryan Walker hasn't been great, but he has a 120 whip, 234 BABIP. He's just, unfortunately, the fastball velo, it looks like, is going down, which he is 32. So it may just so happen that the worst year of his career is going to be the one with us. I don't know if I want to trade him. We do still have in AAA, for anyone curious, Connor Prelip is still down there doing really well. It does look like. Did I miss him? There he is. Cantorino is also in AAA, doing really well. So we have those guys as options if we do make a trade. But that's kind of where things are standing here. I think if we do trade anyone at the deadline from the hitters, I don't know. I mean, Mydroth also just has been really, really bad offensively, but defensively, he's been great at second base. And at shortstop, he's been good too. So if we can get the bat turned around, he's still really, really good at second. Royce Lewis is playing for a new contract. He was ice cold for a little bit there, but looks like June he's ramping back up. I don't know. In terms of a contract extension, he won 6 years, 108 million, which isn't a lot, if we're being honest. He is also a leader, but I think a big thing is just, is he going to have a full healthy season? But we wouldn't trade Royce Lewis. We would just let him go in free agency if we decide not to bring him back. And that's kind of where things stand. I think we're in a pretty good place. We're atop the division. Tigers, Guardians close behind. But our offense is considerably worse than last season. And I think that is the one thing that is really hurting us because our pitching is doing really well. We're 2 and 3 in ERA, respectively. We're first in defensive efficiency, fourth in zone rating. Like moving Matt Wallner to DH has saved our defensive stats. It really has. Our offense just needs to get going. So I thank you all for watching. We will have one more episode up, or just one more episode in general tomorrow, the 15th. Then may not be some episodes for a handful of days because I have to work over the weekend on Saturday and Sunday. The life of a baseball scout. But that is it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. We got through a month's worth of games, which is an awesome pace, I think. And we will pick up next time at the end of June, and the MLB draft will soon be upon us. See you then.